Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just bought a Dodge Ram. So this is a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi. It's got a bull bar in the front. It's kind of dented, so I'm either gonna fix this or get a new one. Headlights are aftermarket. It's got fender flares, and it's got a spare right now in the back. I just need to get a new rim. I already have a tire. That was the previous owner. He put on wheel spacers, didn't tighten them enough, and it fell off. And it like hit a house or a car. I think it hit a car. It tore up the inside lip. These are aftermarket taillights. This back right taillight has an electrical issue. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So there's a little bit of rust on it, and there's a bed liner halfway down. I'll show you guys this truck actually tomorrow when it's brighter out. But you look inside, this door handle was loose, but I fixed that. See 203,000 miles on the odometer. Pretty high mileage truck, but overall it runs pretty good. The only issue that it has is it misfires when it's cold. I mean, it starts up just fine. If it's really cold out, it doesn't really like to start, because this is my roommate's truck, and I know this truck like the back of my hand. But when it's cold out, it doesn't really like starting. And once it gets started, it runs pretty good until you really get on it. Once you get on it, then it's like it's flooding it, like it's not getting spark, or it's almost like it's not getting enough fuel. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's getting enough fuel just because of the backfiring, the popping and banging. So I'm thinking that it's spark plugs, wires, or coil packs. So I bought a tune-up kit. It's a 16 spark plugs, it's 5.7 Hemi, if you didn't know. So it comes with 16 spark plugs and new wires. And I got a pretty good deal on it. So tomorrow I'm going to be installing that in the truck. Hopefully it fixes the misfire issue. There's also a little issue with the blower motor inside, like for the climate controls. The AC and heat doesn't blow very hard, and it makes a humming sound. So we're gonna have to fix that. What else? Oh, we have a toolbox I can put in it, but I have to put a lock on the toolbox. If you guys see, there's no lock on here. So I'll be able to do that, and well, hopefully we'll get this guy running. This is the rim I was talking about, or the wheel, my bad. And let's see, the tire's good, but the inside lip is just completely destroyed. I'm surprised it's holding a bead right now. But tomorrow I'll give you guys another walkthrough when it's actually bright out. So I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds, but for me it's like 10 hours, 12 hours. All right, guys, it is the next morning. I just woke up, and we're gonna do a little walk through the entire truck. So this is the bull bar. As you guys know from yesterday, I told you guys it's dented. I'm gonna try to fix it. We're just probably gonna end up replacing the bull bar, but that's the least of my worries right now. It has fog lights, it has aftermarket headlights. I don't know if they sit correctly. It doesn't light up the road like you think it would. I mean, it's bright, but not that bright. Well, I didn't know about this until just now, but I guess the fender flares are a little loosey-goosey. We need to fix that. And I think this is actually the worst one, because this one got knocked off in the most recent accident. And I know that's this side because of the scratches here and the scratches down here. Overall, I love the color of the truck. That blue is it's beautiful, but the bottom half of the truck is just kind of gross. The bed liner is chipping. It wasn't prepped properly, and I mean, it's just not good. It's the same issue I had on this thing, where on this side I didn't prep the car good enough where if there was any sort of curvature that was sharp, it would expand and contract during the winter and summer, and well, it would start chipping. So that's also the least of my worries as of right now, but that should be a kind of fun project. Now, as we open up this door, there's not a whole lot of issues. This door is fine. The only thing wrong is this rust hole, and that's actually kind of a big deal. But I'm gonna leave that for now. Eventually we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fix that eventually, but not right now. Inside here, we can fix this. That's fairly easy. I don't really care that much. It's just aesthetic, but yeah. We move on to this door. There's a little bit of rust on the door itself and right there, but you know, there's rust starting here, so we should probably fix that before it spreads any further. So this door is good. You guys, I showed you guys the scratches. This fender flare seems pretty tight on there. No issues with that. The exhaust, if you guys were wondering, there is a muffler, but it is fairly loud. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys a little sound clip of what it sounds like right now. I like the sound of it, but this is the tail light that barely works. Well, it works, but then it doesn't work. You guys see it's the SLT model. There's a little bit of rust on the tailgate. And there is a dent here. And that was, believe a hit and run. And this is a dent here that was caused before my roommate bought it. And I guess I'll just show you guys the bed now. When I re-bed liner the bottom half, I'm going to completely bed line the bed. We're going to get rid of this mat, and it's going to be a good looking bed. The kind of weird thing about this is if you slam it too hard, then it just bounces. It doesn't actually latch, so you got to make sure that it's latched in there. You can see that there's a dent here, but I don't really care. This truck is going to be meant for use. It's not going to be just it's not going to be a pretty boy truck, if you know what I mean. Like I said the other day, this is the spare. We have the tire for it, and we actually have a full-size spare for it as well. We just don't have a wheel for it yet. This fender flare is a little loose. Not that bad, but it's a little loose. No rust in there, well, except for on the bolts, I guess. But so you can see rust is starting here, and as we open up this back door, there's a pretty good amount of rust on that, and on the corner door there. Everything seems to work. Other than the rust, this side is pretty good. Now, if you guys notice, I'm gonna open up the driver door, and this is the biggest one. It doesn't sit properly, and you can see from right here, it just digs into this weather stripping because it doesn't sit properly. I don't know if I can demonstrate it any better. See that? It's kind of hard to press because you gotta pretty much pick up the door when you shut it. See how low that sits? And then if we go to the other side, oh, my legs, sorry, it was leg day yesterday. See how it's like, you know, the driver door is, the door on the right side is, let's just say, a 1/4 inch lower, just based off the angle that we're looking at. Over here, it's like it's like a 1/2 inch or more. So the good thing is we have the door hinges actually, but here is a little scratch right here. You can touch that up. You can see how the rust, or you can see how the bed liner is kind of flaking off. There's a rust down there. As we open up this door though, There's not a whole bunch of rust under here except for on this side. And this driver door, it actually looks kind of good. There's a tiny bit of rust there and a tiny bit of rust there. I would have expected more, knowing that this is the driver door and it gets opened up the most. This door handle's no longer loose like it was before. We can fix this, that's no problem. And let's go ahead and check out this. That's a little loose too. We can fix that, no problem. You know, my plan with this truck is we're gonna try to keep it as OEM as possible. I say that now. I'm gonna try to keep this just original and not do anything too crazy to it. But as we hop inside, as you see, it has fabric seats. Doesn't have leather seats. And here is the exhaust gasket, the exhaust manifold gaskets. And there's also the door hinges right here for the driver door. So we'll tackle that soon. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start her up for you so you can see what it looks like when it gets started up. Now, this is actually my previous owner and his girlfriend. It's pretty warm now. I just got done driving it, so it should start up just fine. Okay. So you can see 203,000 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights so you guys can see what it looks like. Right now that tail light is working. So I'd say it's a pretty good looking truck, honestly. With the imperfections that I point out, you know, if you just look at it as a total, as a whole truck, it doesn't look too bad. And you can hear the exhaust tick. Pretty sure it's on this side. Go ahead and pop the hood for you guys, so you guys can see what it looks like under here. So, right off the bat, you can tell I'm going to need to clean the battery terminal. I think before the winter, I'm going to need a new battery, so I'm going to probably hit up Excess Power sometime. I'm not actually sure when I'm going to do that. I just need to save up some more money. The exhaust leak is on this side, definitely. But overall, I mean, this is a pretty good truck. I think what I'm gonna do is see how many miles we can put on it. We're gonna go ahead and take a look under the truck here. We're gonna see what she looks like. You don't really see any, on my legs. You don't, like, it doesn't look gross under there at all. See that? When you take a look under the Subi, look how cruddy it, well, like, see how, I don't know, there's just crud under there. So with the climate controls here, I'll go ahead and demonstrate what it sounds like. You know, it sounds pretty good right there. There's nothing wrong with that. It blows. It's pretty good. Right there, not too bad. Nothing wrong. I don't hear anything wrong with it. Okay, there's a slight hum. And pretty bad hum. So something is causing it to do that, and it's not blowing very hard at all. This side doesn't blow that cold. This side blows pretty cold. So, and I don't know why there's such a difference between the driver's side and the passenger side. The horn works. We're not going to demonstrate that. Let's see. Oh yeah, the stereo system, very stock from what I know. It might have aftermarket speakers, but the radio is stock. I wanted to put in a new radio, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on a sound system in here. But if I did do a sound system in here, I guess we'll talk about it. So we'll get an aftermarket head unit, of course. If the speakers are aftermarket, we're probably not going to touch them, but we might put in some new door speakers in here. They sound fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But, you know, it could always use an upgrade. As goes for a sub, I'm thinking the most I'd go with in here would be like 112, and it'd be a center console build. But, I mean, a really small build would be just putting one down here, like a 8. Like a Sundown X8 or something. Because I'm going to probably stick to Sundown subs, and Crescendo amps, excess power batteries, and probably sky high wire. And I don't think I'll have to upgrade the alternator, but if anything does happen to this alternator, then I'll probably get a high output alternator. Just, you know, why not? Probably from Singer, just like I have been before. Oh, like I said, the plan with this truck is we're gonna try to keep this as clean and as I don't know, is OEM the right word? We're gonna try to keep this as clean as possible. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. Probably not gonna lift it really high. Probably not gonna put bigger tires on it or rims or anything. I'm not really too worried about that. I'm probably not gonna do anything crazy with the engine. We're just gonna see how long this thing can drive for. Now, if something does happen and I have the money, I might do something a little crazy to it. But honestly, I don't know if this is worth saving because of the rust holes. I'm gonna try to fix the rust holes and stuff. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. This is a pretty sweet truck, actually. I got a really good deal on it. That's why I have it now. So yeah, so we're gonna try to keep this as stock as possible, I think. I could put subs under the rear seats here, maybe like 4/8 or that actually sounds like a lot. I could put some subs underneath those back seats, but I kind of like having the extra room to put stuff, to store stuff down there. And I'm not really like too concerned about having subs in a truck. This thing is gonna be my workhorse. I just have to get that Subaru up and running again. That thing's gonna be for the real car audio system. This in here, I'm not gonna wall this. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do a blow through. That's a waste of a bed. I just need another truck then at that point. I mean, I could get a trailer for the Subi and then I can do it like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Well, we're probably gonna be fixing this truck in the next one. Not really sure. All right, see ya.